And cut. Action. Cut.
And cut.
Fuck.
Hi, I'm Professor Matt, and I've never seen Freaky Friday.
We're doing a shot-for-shot, play-by-play review of Freaky Friday on today's episode.
No, we can't. We're not gonna
last
do
video
that.
was taken down.
We're gonna get our channel stricken.
We're gonna do it once more.
We're going for our second
This time
strike.
with the Jamie Lee Curtis classic, Freaky Friday.
Come at us, Fox News
Starring-
Entertainment. Is that who made Freaky Friday?
Activia?
Who made Freaky Friday?
I think it was Activia.
Yeah.
It's Dave Chappelle.
It's Dave
It was
Chappelle.
just Dave Chappelle. He did everything.
But
The writer,
he was
director.
on Activia.
He plays most of the characters when he's involved, and I think that's really cool. You gotta have one of those guys once a generation.
I mean, she's a true auteur.
Actually, we don't have that right now, do we? Do we have any actor that like does movies where they play all the characters? When was the last time that happened? Paul Rudd played himself.
That's not at all what you just said.
Jack Black does it in Tropic Thunder as a gag.
But that's like a spoof of that trope.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think we do that anymore. That's too bad. Do you remember when Eddie Murphy kept doing it over and over again?
There's got to be one movie. I can't even think of one, like an old one, when they used to do it. How did it become a trope?
Albert?
Everyone's favorite.
I've
Wait.
never
Everyone's favorite movie?
seen a Tyler
Albert.
Perry film.
Not Tyler Perry. Oh, Tyler Perry films. Does he play
Where-
multiple
Plays
characters?
multiple characters, doesn't he?
Okay, then yeah, that's still alive. It's Tyler Perry.
I mean, he just plays. He's him.
He's
and,
Medea.
and he's Medea. And that's it.
That's it?
That's
He
two
doesn't have other
characters.
ones?
I don't think so.
I've never seen a movie, so I couldn't possibly know.
So it has to be 3 characters to make the trope,
I don't know. That's a good question. Oh.
or is it every character in the film?
Okay, well, like I said, Paul Rudd just played himself, or played 2 characters in a show. Kind of. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that counts.
That's the new one on Netflix, right?
Right. I think so. I think anytime the actor has to do like double the work and like be another person, I think that should count pretty much. There's a whole show. It's Orphan Black. Isn't that the whole thing where she's like a bunch of clones?
Oh yeah, I guess that's a show.
And Will Smith just did a movie where he played his younger self.
Ooh,
I was a
okay.
little
so
bit-
you know what? It never really dies. It's just not as big in comedy, I guess.
Where did it come from?
Where did
I
it
would
go?
say Parent Trap, which brings us back to Lindsay Lohan.
Brings us
Wow.
back.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
It's where this all started.
Freaky
where this
Friday.
all
That's
started.
why we started talking about this.
That's why we started this podcast.
That's why we founded this country.
Hi, welcome back to Freaky Friday. That's been the implicit title
And we're
of the podcast.
recording this
since
on a
we
lovely
started.
Sunday afternoon.
It's a lovely Sunday afternoon.
On a Friday.
It's tonight.
It's a
day,
Sunday afternoon on a Friday.
Any day can be a Freaky Friday. That's
That's
why it's so freaky.
I've had one Freaky
Sun-
Friday after another. this
Sunday
week.
afternoon on a Friday is the sequel to Freaky Friday. Everybody knows that.
Sunday afternoon
On a Friday.
on a Friday.
Hi.
Welcome.
Back.
Hi.
My.
Fuck. Nick.
This one more.
Nick, never. We have to say hi, welcome back to. Hi, welcome back to. We say hi, welcome back to. Hi, welcome back.
Oh shit!
No, it's cool, man.
It's fine.
And it's a hi.
Well, I hold on.
Hi.
Can we cut? Just sorry.
It's welcome, Ty.
I know which one it is.
What?
Hi.
Welcome
Back.
To.
Hi.
Welcome.
Back.
To.
I'm Julian.
My name. And this is. And together.
For Julian
And together. Get the fucking goddamn.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
I hope
Christmas.
you guys had
Welcome
a good
to
one.
our-
Yesterday was Christmas, if you're watching this on the day it comes out. So, what did you get?
Let us know
Let's
Or
know in the
don't.
comments down. No. Let
You don't have to tell us. What if you
let
got
us know in the
something?
comments down
If
below.
you got something a little too personal,
I want to know
that-
what you got.
I don't want to know.
We have a certain vulnerability on the show. We get personal. We talk about ourselves. We talk about our lives. I think it's okay to
If
expect
you
that in
if
return
I
of
if
the-
you
the
tell me,
viewer.
how about this? If you tell me what you got for Christmas, I'll tell you what I got. But I can't
I'll
right
tell
now.
you right now.
I'll put it up right here.
I don't know yet.
Here it is. What should I put there?
2 front teeth.
Classic.
It's what everyone wants.
It's a classic.
If you don't have it,
Girl, if you don't have it,
You gotta
you're
get
going to want those 2 front
but
teeth.
what?
That's what they say. That's what they say.
you've heard it dozens of
It's
times.
in a Christmas song, actually. Right?
Everybody's favorite
Give me
Christmas
my
song.
Christmas teeth now. So.
I think it's a Tooth
Sir.
Fairy song, right?
You're my Christmas teeth now,
Is that one
sir.
of those John Wayne kind of Christmas songs. He recorded them and he was angry and he just improvised.
He wasn't even really singing. It was like an angry talk, but just fast and to a
wanna
beat.
Think about how Christmas is like a really old tradition. So that means that like when cowboys were around, like there were people celebrating Christmas. There was people that were like, "Oh, what are we gonna get?" And then like people were being like killed in the street, and there was cholera.
Are
And
you saying
everyone-
there's not enough cowboy Christmas movies?
Oh, I'm absolutely saying that, first of all. And I'm
What's-
also just saying, doesn't that blow your mind that they also thought to themselves, what am I going to get my aunt for Christmas?
I'm not sure it was the same type of consumerism. I feel like
you're
it
probably
was
You
don't think
more
gifts
of
were
a
involved?
party, and you would.
Where
get
am I
gifts
getting
on
drunk
more of
tonight?
it. Exactly.
That's pretty much what you could do back then to have fun.
What about what
I'm
tonight?
sorry, what
Where
can we do today to have fun other than getting drunk?
It's true. Some lessons are eternal. Life's better when it's not real. Abraham Lincoln said that.
Abraham, famously Lincoln.
Vampire Hunter.
I've seen that.
I've seen it too.
I've watched it also.
It was on. I just looked at the list the other day of the worst films of the decade, and that was
Really?
one of them. And I was like, really?
What were some of the other ones?
I'm gonna find that list. You guys keep talking.
For
come
score,
back to that.
whatever. I want to watch some vampires get slayed.
So Nick, this is Nick.
Hi.
I like your shirt, and I like
I'm
your
a fan.
beanie,
It's a fit.
and I like your hair. This,
I'm not a fan. This is not my aesthetic.
get him off. Oh, there you go. That's better.
This is for the guests, right?
Dude, it matches. Now it matches. Even
Now
better.
that I sat up.
Make sure to slam them real good.
Slamming your headphones. I don't have good motor control.
I lost that in the
It is the
accident.
one. It was the
I lost
Hollywood
that in the
Reporter.
accident,
The what?
The Hollywood Reporter.
caused
Okay.
by a lack of motor control.
What did I miss?
Did he make it worse? So it just made it worse?
No, I lost control of my motor in the vehicle. And lost.
Christ.
It was a good joke.
It was, and I hate you. Fuck.
So, what's new with you?
You know what? I've been painting a house, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Since when?
Last week
Since why?
to get paid some money
How?
with a little paint and a brush.
Since
What color?
Well, like an eggshell, like a little bit pretty similar, not dissimilar to this. Let's get to a clip, and we're back. I was scraping the floor to put like eventually flooring down, and I was like taking a break, and I was looking at the front window, and this little girl, she's about that big.
Okay.
I'm also bad at judging age. Not as bad as Jule-ian. He didn't know if they walked at 4.
I don't know. They're all just little, and then they're suddenly a certain age. I don't know.
Well, a little known fact about Jule-ian, he didn't walk until he was 10. So he really is a bad judge of
I was a good crawler. Boy,
Holy shit! He could crawl faster than I can run now.
3rd grade, I was just just flying. Just 2 hands
Yeah.
lifting me up. and just move. I was a thin kid at the time. Really. Once I bulked up, that didn't work anymore. Broke my wrists. Both.
They were gonna put him in a program, but the doctor said it wasn't necessary.
They were just like, he can just walk. And then I was like, oh.
yeah.
And then I got up and I walked. It was crazy. It was nuts.
I just sort of knew how.
I didn't expect to talk about that today. I like that. I'm glad we opened up.
So she was walking by with her dog, and it was running ahead of her. It was running in the yard of the house that I'm painting. And I'm painting in the inside. And then, like, the other guy, the father, grandfather, whatever, I don't know, was with the kid and the dog. And the dog comes over, and it's my car's parked in the driveway. And it, like, looks, and it circles around, and it goes, like, right up to my car, and it sniffs the wheel. And it just lifts up its leg. And it just pees all over my wheel, and I just watch it happen as it just keeps doing it. And I look at the guy, and he just goes,
No way. Oh my God. How inconsiderate can you be?
he's like, it's gonna dog's pee.
Boys will
I
be
mean-
boys.
At that point, what do you want him to
I
do?
know. That's what he was saying. He's like,
I want him to scoop it with his hand away from my fucking tire. Get your dirty animal away from my car.
Put your kicks
How about that?
right there, right in the stream.
How about put it on a leash and control your animal?
Dude, there's so many people that love to just let the dogs run around without a leash.
few dogs are good enough,
Why do
boys.
they, like, come on, like, a yard, yeah, that's a perfect place for a dog.
Okay, or a dog park even. I'll
A
give
dog
it
park,
that.
that's what they're for. They're gated. Get them to the dog
Parks
park.
for- oh,
But
I
in
just got
between,
that.
Why do they need to? I know that they're trained. I'm sure that they're good, but are they good enough?
No,
You know what I mean?
no is the answer. They're not
Because
good
if
enough.
something can go wrong, you know what
And
I
it
mean?
oft does.
When I'm walking my squirrels,
And I feel like every dog owner like thinks their dog is much more trained than their dog actually is, you know?
always
Yeah.
underestimate your dog.
Because if they weren't, then they would be a bad dog owner, and they're not a bad dog owner. Shut
Not
up.
about it. They're like,
I'm-
oh, you're here.
I'm a
Look,
bad
look,
dog
I
owner, so
sit,
There you go.
paw. So, yeah,
He
we
didn't
took
do-
a
he di-
class.
He didn't do anything. He didn't even sit down.
Oh, what?
He turned around. He just wagged its tail
Oh no! Watch one more time.
out the window when you said paw.
Sit. Sit.
He's gone.
Poofy. Poofy, can you come back here?
Poofy's a really bad name for a dog.
Poofy.
I
Well,
want
if you were to see the dog I was imagining, very poofy.
I want
Very
I
poofy.
want a big dog, and I want to name it like a person name.
Bill.
Bill's great. Bill,
Gibraltar.
Bill.
Dave.
Well, I think, okay, what's funny is in the middle of the night,
If you had a
Imagine
German
yelling
Shepherd
and-
named Dave.
yeah, imagine just yelling another man's name in your house. You're there with your wife and your kids, and in the middle of the night, you're just like, Jim! Jim! Jim, come in here. Come lay down on the bed, Jim. Jim, honey. Honey, have you seen Jim? Is Jim under your bed? Jim's hiding under our little
Jim's
girl's
under
bed
the
again.
bed.
Jim loves our little girl. He's
Jim,
obsessed
come up here
with
with
her.
Poppy.
Jim is getting old now. What is he? 7? Crazy Jim.
Oh my God.
Rough.
Hey, where's Jim's leash?
Getting a little tired of Jim, frankly. Jim pissed on the lawn again. And it's not the right color.
And I'm mad at him for it.
It's dyeing the grass.
Oh,
You know how old dogs be. Jim. Yeah, I think that's a fun bit, but then it's its name. I mean, that's what you have to call it.
yeah, but
forever.
it doesn't care.
No, it doesn't care, but will you is the problem.
No.
No, all right, there you go.
There you go.
Problem solved. See, I don't know. I you can commit to bits a lot more than I can. I
It's
think
not
Nick
even a
can,
bit.
too.
It's just the name of the dog, and it's also funny. I mean, does that make
yeah,
it a
but
bit?
like,
Yeah, I don't think that's a bit.
but it is a bit when you're in public and you are yelling,
Dave.
Reginald, get back in the car.
Reginald's like a dog name, though.
Reginald? Okay.
I-
It's a
like
fun
an-
dog name.
Like
I
a
think.
like an expensive
I
dog.
like a fancy name for a
Intellectuals
dog.
There you go.
Yeah.
Someone who was pretty sure they're an intellectual.
Bartholomew.
You.
Please. Get away from that other dog.
Archibald.
Archibald. Oh. It works. There's like a pug named Archibald. That's fun. I like
Yeah.
that.
That is good.
That's good.
I want to get one of those Failings cats with the no fur. I think you have one, right?
We used to. Not anymore.
Can you look up a BuzzFeed quiz for what kind of dog are you? And that'll be our BuzzFeed quiz for
That'll
today.
that'll cheer us up. I want to get one and name it Beerus. I think that would be a fun name.
That's
Beerus?
great. I like that a
Where does
lot.
that come from?
Shut up.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't.
Hey, leave a comment if you know below.
If you're in the cool club, let us know. If
Let
you're in
me
the
know.
cool club.
I was wondering.
You're not in the cool club.
Make sure you get all the liquid out of the snout. Tell me about that cup. Tell me about that cup.
We see here is a porcelain
What's in there?
wolf mug or coyote mug, maybe even a fox mug. I'm not sure what little rodent dog this is, but handcrafted by Sioux Indians.
Whoa.
Made in China. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say anything under here helpful.
Oh, I thought it says helpful.
It says copyright, and then the rest I tore off. So,
Good thing we don't know.
anyway, yeah, I got it at a. I believe was this New Year's or Christmas?
Probably white. It's a Christmas. So probably like a white elephant.
But when?
A Christmas gift.
Christmas?
Yeah, we didn't.
Was that the same party in which I gave that person the gift card that had no money on it?
No, that I was
Okay, well, this is fun. What party was that? Was it one of mine?
That was your friend. Yeah, so I went to this party and it was
that was at your old house.
it was at Jule-ian's old house.
Yeah.
And he brought some friends over that weren't super familiar with me, and so we decided to play a bit for the whole night because we're not nice people. and so it was like a $5-$10 limit.
Sure.
It was like $5.
I think
So
it was more than that. Like, it was like
$10.
I think it was like 20 or
15,
something.
$20. Yeah.
it wasn't. It was 5 or 10 because I remember mine was a $25 gift card, and it was much more than
Then the
what everyone.
But there
else
was
had.
nothing on it.
But there was nothing on it.
That's such a bummer.
I know, but the way I sold
I
it,
get like a bigger order than you would because it's a gift card.
yeah. The way I sold it, I come in and I'm like, "Oh, wait, was there a money limit in?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's like $10." I'm like, "Oh, it's awkward. My gift is much more than that."
So much
Okay, I just like drop it down.
Oh, so I shouldn't use this gold watch that I bought?
Yeah,
Fuck.
and
Well.
yeah, I remember people being like, "Ooh, just the guaranteed money. Yeah, I'll take that." And
You know what I gave?
You scrape the greedy people right off the top.
Yeah, you fucked them right over.
Yeah.
Mine was a bundle of movie posters from my work that I got for free because I was broke at the time. So I literally just took free posters and I grabbed like gag ones. I grabbed like, I don't know, like the Emoji Movie, like or whatever was relevant at the time that was like
Probably
shitty.
sell that on eBay.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like shitty movie posters, and some guy who was like actually pretty excited. He was pretty stoked, and so then I was like, "Oh, good," because it's not a bit.
One man's
Because I was gonna
scratch
really
treasure.
shit on whoever got it, because I thought it was gonna be one of you, but then it was like one of her friends, and I was just like, "Sick, no, that's yeah." Glad you like those. There's a lot more at work. He was just like, "Fuck, this movie was really good." I was like,
Ooh.
I didn't think anyone saw that movie. I'm glad someone saw it. That's nice. You loved it. You
Hey.
loved it.
How are you?
You need to talk. Yeah, so let's talk about that party. We've been wanting to talk about that party for a long time.
I don't know what.
It was the gift exchange.
I don't want to
party.
talk about this party.
I want to talk about this party.
I want to talk.
Jenna bought a really cool Beatles mug.
No,
Yeah,
you?
Jenna.
Oh, it was you? But it was you guys?
I wasn't. She bought it,
Oh,
and she put that in to the gift exchange, and Ty got it. Ty was excited to get it, and then
it changed colors,
What do you mean?
didn't it? It was a color-changing mug,
it was a
But it
yellow
had, like-
submarine.
but it had like silicone on it, it was like raised cover, like on the mug. It was like
That is so cool.
it was great, and I got it fairly. Like it was over and I had it. Not like I picked it and then the white elephant happened and I lost it.
Yeah.
It was over and I had it and it was taken.
It was missing by the end of the night.
That's all we can. That's all. That's technically
That's all we can say. But Ty feels like he knows
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Someone else that night wasn't really a fan of Ty, and they were explicitly stating that they weren't a fan of Ty.
And who was that?
My friend, the co-host of the party.
That's who got the gift card, isn't it?
No.
Maybe.
I think it was because
Maybe.
I didn't like her, and I remember being like, "Yes."
No one liked her.
I know. I think it is, dude. So she got her fucking.
Well, yes, so she was pissed with the whole night. She wasn't having a good time at all. And she went up to
Tim.
Jenna or Tim?
I thought it was Tim.
Yeah, she went up to Tim, and she was kind of drunk. And she said,
Classic.
she was like, I don't get it. She was like, why is everyone so obsessed with Ty? What's so cool about Ty? He's just,
I was just there.
He's just
What
like-
did I do?
he's just like a guy. He's just like a guy. But it's because when Ty wasn't around, I guess, we talked about him. We were like, oh, Ty said this, or Ty, because we were in the group chat or whatever. So she was like, this fucking Ty guy sounds like some hot shit. And then he shows up and he's just a normal guy. And she was like, please. And so, since she like is practically CSI, like there's a moment where she's giving the motive. And then later on, there's a missing thing. That's all we know. That's all we know.
This is,
Two
bit
pieces.
this is my favorite scene in Knives Out.
Still need to see that.
You sure
Don't
do.
fucking say anything.
I didn't.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it.
You don't want to even know about the knives.
I also want to see Honey Boy.
I want to see that too. There's a lot of movies that are coming out that I wanted to see to put on my list for the end of the year. That's just like, I don't know. I'm going to get to all that shit. There's so many right now.
I want to watch. I can watch Marriage Story by the end of the year. That's on Netflix.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that as well.
Honey Boy's still in theaters. I don't know if I'll be able to see that in theaters.
Peanut Butter Falcon just came out.
Yeah, that's out on demand.
I'm going to get it on demand.
Dang, Peter Parker.
There's a bunch. I can't remember right now. There's just a lot of like good movies. We're going to go see Ford versus Ferrari, I believe.
I'm gonna see that soon.
The reviews are good.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm.
I've heard mostly good things.
I don't know. It's always a good time of year for movies.
Mhm.
At the very end of the year is when the award winners come out. The good shit, the deep shit.
Shit.
In the summer this year
What's-
sucked dick. So like I'm hoping
What
that this award season.
I can't even remember what came out in the summer.
There was a Men in Black,
Oh my god,
and that's all I remember.
it was so
I
bad,
didn't see it.
dude. I was so upset.
You saw
I
it?
wasn't. I did. I wasn't upset because I knew it was gonna be bad,
Uh-huh.
but it was bad.
Yeah, the trailer made me sad.
What's your favorite? What's been your favorite this year? Have you even had the chance to see movies?
For the record, I haven't had a day off.
In
Yeah, I
that
don't
long?
know.
Did you work 7 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Is that legal?
Avengers. Well, it was my 2 weekend days. I had full time school,
Oh, okay.
so it was like pretty much full time work.
Gotcha.
Avengers
was the last movie you saw?
Yeah, I think in theaters, Avengers.
That was like
Endgame.
April, right? or March
Yeah.
or something.
That was
early.
this year though.
I haven't had a lot of time. I want to. I want to like catch up on all those movies I
Yeah,
missed.
well,
There's a bunch.
I
this is-
know.
well,
good
you
ones.
know, honestly, this year had like some really good movies at the top, but only a few, and then the rest were like.
I don't know. It feels so concentrated towards the end.
Well, yeah, the
I
end has
guess.
been a lot of bangers. Do you see Spider-Man?
Oh, I did see Spider-Man. Yeah,
that was
I went
after
and
that.
Saw,
I loved
um,
Spider-Man.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
At first I was like, that's my new favorite Spider-Man movie. I still think Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man movie. The Doc Ock.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I know, dude.
It's
Mysterio
aging.
is
It's
so
getting,
good.
it's getting old. It's still good, but it's not good. I
Two?
feel like
it's aging out.
You think so?
Yeah, the effects are like getting pretty.
borderline. But I mean, luckily most of them are practical. There's not a
They're
lot
good
of
for
like
the time,
crap.
my
Yeah, there's
God.
not a lot of
You're
like
talking
crappy
about
CG.
The Raimi movies.
Yeah. Good morning.
Tobey
Oh,
Maguire.
Yeah.
You
Yo.
don't like those?
The second movie?
I
that
love the
was the
second
worst Spider-Man movie in
What?
history.
With Doc Ock?
Yes. Doc Ock was so sick, but there was way too much about Mary Jane, and nobody cared about that.
I loved the second movie. Is all about him like figuring out that he's not as cool as he thought he was. Like he can't handle it. Like he can't balance his love life and being Spider-Man, and he like gives up one for a while, and everything goes to shit. And he finally is like, all right, well I gotta. In the end of the movie, he's not with Mary Jane anymore. He's like, I can't be with her anymore because it's not worth it. I have to be a hero.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that he had to make that. And there's the scene when he's like the people are carrying him in the subway.
That's a good scene.
That's one of the best scenes in history. I love that scene so much.
That one has been my favorite. I love the first one. The first.
The
one.
very first Spider-Man.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that one,
I love him.
I think
like,
the second
learning
one
his
is
powers and stuff. And
the second one is my favorite of the
wrestling
three.
scene. Oh, the first
Yeah.
one's good. This first one's fun.
It's 2, 1, and 3.
minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
That's
Bone
good.
saw.
Legendary.
That's good.
fucking Bonesaw, man.
Bonesaw.
So you like the first one better than the second one?
Oh, yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm surprised you have a problem with the second one. Everyone has a problem with the
I
third
guess
one.
I just can't relate to the
Do you
second
like the
one.
third one better than the
Venom
second one?
and-
Yes. I thought the third one was great. Sandman and Venom are two of my favorite villains.
That's a hot
to
take.
Be fair.
That is a hot. So
I
you're
think-
1,
and I
3,
agree.
2. Is that
I
correct?
think that 3 gets a terrible
1, 3,
rap.
2.
3, when he's dancing and it's
Hilarious.
goth, it's very funny and it's supposed to be. And everyone's like, why is it so cringe? And it's like, that's the point. Like, he's
Yeah.
a nerd and he's
Uh-huh.
trying to be cool. He
Peter
should
Parker.
be cringy. And I love that. It's a great scene. I think it's well done.
I think
And
it's
this-
fun.
Oh, the whole song, dude. That is cringe. And I love it. I eat that up. That's a good scene. Oh.
I do like Tobey Maguire in the third
Straight up
one.
hits a girl. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, he does.
She slaps Mary Jane. It's like, oh, it's crazy. Good shit.
Good shit.
I don't know.
It's my favorite scene.
It's like you wouldn't expect that from a Spider-Man movie, and they did it. And it was
No, I guess not.
crazy shit. And like, I think James Franco's death scene is good. I think 3 is overlooked. I think 3 is good.
Yeah.
I'm still I've got to say 2, 1, 3. I don't think 3 is that bad. I don't think
Yeah.
it's as bad as people say it
I
is,
think
but
the
it's still
two
my least
Andrew
favorite
Garfield
of the 3.
movies are way worse.
Yeah.
There's a clear lack of character development in the third movie.
Yeah,
That's just plain and simple. But other than that, I think everything was pretty good.
yeah. Toby doesn't do anything. He just gets kind of bitchy for a little while.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
feel
it's
like he
all
has a
about all about the villains. Like his character doesn't get to do much. Unlike the second one, which is all about his inner struggle.
That's true.
Anyway,
And the first one's an origin
why are
story.
we talking about Spider-Man?
I don't know.
We always get. It's funny. There's like a few topics that no matter what we end up talking about. We might as well just have a podcast.
Well, we talk about
Spider-Man
movies.
and animals.
Yeah, what do you think about some animals?
Actually, I'm getting a tattoo of an otter soon. I'm gonna try to
Really?
set up the appointment tomorrow.
Where?
morning.
Yeah, where's you getting an otter?
I am getting an otter.
Oh yeah.
Right
What's it
here.
doing? Is it like just
And
floating?
the head is going to be pointing here.
Is it upside? Is on? It's
Nice. Yeah.
It's going to be floating down a river.
okay.
Is it
kinda
like
like
coming
curved.
in out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
like you're
gonna
the
kinda
water,
have like
kind of.
water.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool. That's really
I
cool.
like that.
I found a really good realist guy, Copper State Tattoo.
Realist.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm excited. to see
Shout
what it
out.
looks
Thanks to our sponsor. Thank you to
But
our
I'm
sponsor.
not necessarily getting it in realism. I kind of want it to be partial realism, partial like chibi, cutesy.
like. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks
Yeah,
like.
me too.
Why an otter?
They're the puppies of the ocean.
Well, okay.
Why can't they give a better answer?
Okay.
I know everything I need to know.
All right,
They're
sure.
my
Yeah,
favorite animal. They're my favorite animal.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because I have a stingray, and ultimately it's because it's my favorite animal.
You have a tattoo?
Fuck you, Ty. Every time I almost believe you.
Y'all have seen my tattoo, right?
Yeah, I love your tattoo.
Yeah, I have seen it. What is it again?
Wow.
From SpongeBob.
Have you seen it?
A SpongeBob? You have a SpongeBob tattoo? No, show me.
You haven't seen it. Okay, so I got this tattoo.
Yeah, tell that story. That's a great story.
I traded a paperclip up for it, like Dwight Schrute. And so I started with a paperclip. I traded that for a small plastic.
Wait, where?
I started with a paper.
You know paper clips.
No. Why are you trading paper clips?
Okay, so this
got
is
one.
Yeah, this is a negotiations class I was taking.
Oh, okay.
So it was for a
Interesting.
project. So I started with a paperclip from class, and then I took that to a friend's coworker who gave me a small plastic Green Bay Packers helmet, and then I traded
Wow,
that
that's already a big bump.
for a ceramic.
Did you
turtle.
haggle with them to do this, or were you just like, hey, can you just
Yes.
do this?
Yeah, and it was also you were going down multiple avenues, right? So like every time you try to set up multiple trades, and then one goes through.
Okay,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah.
do that trade. So when
Sure.
at the end, when I was trading for the tattoo, I contacted like a bunch of tattoo artists. But so I traded the helmet for a ceramic turtle from a garage sale, and then I
Seems fair.
traded the.
Garage sales.
I met a bartender at a local bar near my house, and she and me were talking, and I told her about this project, and she's like, okay, I could give you one of my drawings. And so she gave me one of her drawings for the ceramic turtle. And then I took that drawing to First Friday, which is a festival we have in Arizona. The first Friday of every month, people line up in the
One of our
streets.
sponsors.
One of our sponsors, First Friday. I'm just saying, to clue them in. But so I went down to all these different booths of artists, and I traded the drawing for a watercolor painting of a bird. Then I traded the watercolor painting of a bird for a tracer painting, which was like the most popular character I could get. Mm-hmm. And then I traded the tracer painting. I looked for the nerdiest guy I could find, and he was wearing cat ears. And I traded him the tracer painting for a handmade Harry Potter wand.
Ooh.
And it was made out of this like silicone material, so you could snap it like an actual Harry Potter wand. It was really cool.
Whoa.
It was white. It looked like Voldemort's wand.
That's sick.
And then I traded the Voldemort's wand for
I would have stopped there. That's awesome.
for a $60 digital painting of the Joker, painted by a deaf person.
Ooh.
So I actually haggled that one through a sign language translator she had at her booth.
That's crazy.
And I
What,
got
this
a
is one
picture with her.
night? This is nuts.
Yeah. And so I took
Why
that.
did you do this? This is such a decision. You can't just do this.
Keep in mind, I have no days off. So this is like
Yeah.
at night, and then I wake up at 4 a.m. the next morning and go to work.
That's crazy.
So
Your life is nuts. Go ahead.
And so then I take this digital painting, I took a nice photo of it, like nice lit, and then I sent that to like 30, 40 tattoo artists around the area. And I was just like, I'm doing a negotiations class. I gave them my elevator pitch. And I finally got one. She was a friend, or she was a coworker of one of my brother's best friends.
Oh, so
And
that was.
so there was a connection there.
Yeah, keep it in the family,
Gotta
as
keep
they
it in the
say.
family.
That's usually what it is. Most things in life, you just got to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who knows someone?
And she was Toby. Shout out my girl. She was awesome. She was like, tattoos are like a big deal. Have you gotten one? And I'm like, this will be my first. But I've always wanted like, full sleeve. And she's like, okay, I'm down to draw on you, but I want you to be comfortable with the person who's like putting something permanent on your body. So let's like talk about shared interests and make sure that this tattoo is something that we both can, get passionate about. And I was
That's
like,
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are just
nice.
like, you want that? All right, sit down,
Send me
bitch.
the picture. Yeah.
shout out my girl, Toby. But yeah, so we started talking, and I was telling her about some of the tattoos that I wanted, and I said that scene in SpongeBob where they have the tattoo, and they go to the Salty Splatoon, and they go, "Hey, welcome to Salty Splatoon. How tough are you?"
Yeah.
And they rip off the mom tattoo and flip it upside down. It says, "Wow." And she loved it. We made it happen. I actually got the tattoo like 2 to 3 hours before a flight to Texas for my brother's wedding because I couldn't fit it in any other time. And I presented
Jesus
it
Christ.
to my class. But yeah,
Sir, you stand up. Can you take that shirt off for me, please?
there it is.
This bleeding tattoo. Oh. Looks great, though.
Thank you.
Hope
Let's get to a clip.
Hope it was steady long enough to punch in on. It looks
And
good.
then Toby's Instagram.
Okay, we can do
Wait,
that.
so I thought that's where the otter was going to go.
So the otter is going to go here.
Okay, right underneath right there. That's nice.
What are you gonna do after that?
Huh?
Are you gonna do something
Then I'm
shortly
gonna
after?
do yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that
I feel
tattoo.
yeah.
The more I
you
look
try
at it,
and
the
fill
more I
in.
just love
Yeah,
it.
no, it's a good
I
one.
love that, like, I could picture myself one day, like, bumping into Nick and being like, look at that fucking tattoo. And being like, fucking Nick has that tattoo. That's crazy. I don't know why. This blows my mind.
And I'm also getting a bee for Save the Bees right here. And then I'm getting 2 koi fish on my wrists.
This is all the same.
No, I found artists for all of them, actually, though.
Wow.
Yeah, I did like 4 hours of just like searching. And then I got a collarbone. I want to do like a sunflower wreath.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that'll be a. Are you gonna
You're
try
all,
and do
you're
it
all
all
tatted up all at once.
relatively at the same time?
Yeah.
Nice.
How did the tattoo experience go for you? For what you were expecting?
I thought it was going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't hurt you?
I didn't think it. No, I didn't.
So did you get to, how long did that take?
Like an hour.
Okay. Because there's apparently this thing that happens with tattooing where you get to the point where your body starts using adrenaline to get through it because the body is like, okay, we're being attacked by something and you need to be amped up to deal with it. So it gives you adrenaline, and so you start to actually feel good.
Yeah.
And it's the same way that a runner's high apparently feels good. And so some people like enjoy getting tattoos. Like they kind of almost like get off on it because it gives you this rush. And I was like, mine took like 15 minutes tops, maybe not even. Like it was such a, because it's just a line essentially. So it was like 5 minutes probably. So it just hurt because it's just the beginning part. It's like the when you're first like, oh, okay, all right, and then it's over.
This is what it is.
This is like, because I was like expecting, I was like, I want to get to the part where it feels good. That sounds cool. Not at all. Not there long enough at all.
You might need. He might need.
You might have hit that. I think it only takes
Really?
like 15 minutes before you start to
Oh.
Oh, okay.
be in
I
that
didn't
zone,
notice
and
that.
it could happen. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I'm sure somebody's watching and being like, you fucking dumbass. But, you know,
Well,
Wow.
that's why I'm all tatted up.
that's why we have
sleeved
that's
out. Iced out.
have used this offer code to get a free tattoo today. You might need. He might need.
Let's take a break.
What do you think, realistically? What is the age where people stop wanting to be super social?
Necessarily an age, but I think
it's
it
now.
becomes.
It's
It probably
this age
becomes
right now.
harder. Like you won't have like your best friends. Like it'll always be. I don't know.
I don't know,
Can
though,
you
because
have,
I
like,
met a
new-
coworker
you
that
can, you
is
can
like
prob-
a
you can have
really
like a new best friend.
I went to
Well,
go
I was just
see
watching a video about
Spider-Man with my coworker
Okay.
right after work.
I was just watching a video about, there was a video essay about bridesmaids, about adult friends. And they were talking about how in adult life, you know, the way that you make a friend is shared experiences. That's why you make friends in school,
Okay.
is because you go through the same classes, same sports, or whatever you guys do in common, you become friends that way. But as an adult, you don't spend much time with other adults doing the same thing unless you work together. So coworkers are an easy one because you guys have a lot of shared experiences, if that's the kind of work you have. But other than that, you know, if you hang out with somebody once a month, you don't have a lot of shared experiences. You know what I mean? We don't have a lot of shared experiences these days.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're able to be friends because of our past shared experiences, not the current ones. But a new friend has to be someone that you're able to like sink a lot of time into. You know what I mean? In order to build that bond. And most people are like, I got other shit to do. I don't have time to just spend with this person I might be really close with. Because why would you make that investment if it's not going to pay off?
Yeah,
So I think that's why it's hard to make, you know,
that's a good point.
friends at this age specifically, because then you start being out of school and you don't have college anymore. So there's no shared experience there. It's just coworkers and like friends of friends, I'd say. That's the only way you can really meet a person at this point. Unless you were like, some people are like, my grandma, like when she goes to the grocery store, like she'll talk to the clerks. Like she gets to know them. Like they know her at Fry's. And it's like you can be that kind of person and like just talk to every stranger and like you never know, this person might be a cool friend. I'm not that kind of person, so I would never do that. But that seems kind of a Nicky thing to do. Be super social.
I see, like romantically, like how it's just like you just like sort of talk to everyone and you're friends with everyone, but that's like a
character.
Yeah, it's like but that's the thing. It's like a character, so it doesn't feel like.
What do you mean it's a character?
I don't know. I guess you can call people characters.
Yeah, like your persona.
Yeah.
Well, it's like in Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. The main character thinks that he's friends with everybody. He's not really in a group. Everyone likes him, so it's fine. But like really, the whole point is that because he's not really close friends with anybody, he didn't like commit to being that kind of guy. He doesn't have anyone that actually knows him or cares about him, except for that one kid, Earl.
Yeah.
Well, in the Dying Girl, but that's earned. That's over the course of the movie.
Can't forget about the dying girl.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
She doesn't matter.
Or does she die?
Tune
in last week?
Tune in next year.
Yeah.
Well,
hey,
we're going to play a little game.
We are.
Because I don't know how at this point we haven't started playing the game, frankly. But we're supposed to be playing a game right now.
When from the time we started recording or we're back from the break.
I'm here for it.
We've known Nick for several years. Let's break it down. 2010, I met you? 2009? What year was freshman year for us? 10?
I graduated in 2012.
14.
2008?
2014, correct.
So, 2009 was the year I met you, because the beginning would have been to 2010 would have been the end of freshman year.
And then we met 2008?
No.
I've known you for 10 years, Nick.
Wow.
Whoa. And you've known him
crazy.
longer. 11.
Like 1 year longer.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, we like knew each other, but we weren't like close friends.
Yeah, I wasn't really friends with you until what, sophomore year?
I would sit with you every once in a while at lunch.
I wasn't friends with you until freshman year, because at the end of freshman year is when we started like doing Pepto-Bismol.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, what?
Pepto-Bismol was a channel we had.
We had a YouTube channel.
So funny.
I thought you said.
So
I thought you just
funny.
said Pepto-Bismol.
I
just imagined you drinking Pepto-Bismol like out of one of those.
It was because. Why
This
did
is
we
not
do that?
Pepto-Bismol.
Because we went to a prep school,
Yeah.
and for some reason I was like, "What goes with prep?"
Pep.
Everybody's
And then we just
favorite.
made the logo pink. Anyway, that was a fun time. Actually, I did have fun doing that. Even though like
That was fun.
the whole time, like Tim was just like, "Our videos are shit. We're making shit," and it was like, "Yeah, they're shitty, but like we're just having fun. Like we're high schoolers. Like we're making shitty videos. It's gonna be shitty." Right. And if you look at like what the YouTubers we like now, we're making at that same time, or at least that same time in their life, it's the same thing. It's shit. It's like shitty skits. So
I have this vivid memory. Do you remember on the old campus? The old campus. Or yeah, I guess you weren't there for when it moved and changed to Arate, right?
I was there. Yeah.
No, you weren't.
we were left before they changed names.
So just the old. So you were on the one church campus.
He was there, I promise. He was there somewhere.
I graduated in 2012.
I went to a public school in Utah.
Wow. Okay.
So we were in the one big church. And then before that, we were in a smaller church that was mostly a parking lot. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I remember we were outside the lunchroom, and I was with Michael.
Yeah.
And that's all I remember. I don't remember what you said. You said something to me. I was like, oh, yeah, he's right about that. I don't remember what it was.
I was a little asshole. I've always been a
That's your
little
first
asshole.
memory of Nick?
Yeah, it's my first memory.
Let's talk about my first memory of Nick.
damn it.
I'm so glad you brought this up. I was going to not bring this up during the whole episode. I was going to forget.
We'll get to the game.
So Nick was like the first character that I met while I was at school. Like, I met my mentor, and I met some of the other big kids, and I was like, okay, they're cool. And then I got to go meet the kids in my class, and we played a game on orientation day, and it was
What
the
game
game.
did you play, Julian?
The
Nick, do
game-
you remember what game you played?
Do you remember what game we played?
No fucking clue.
We played the little egg run game, where you put a spoon in your mouth and an egg.
Or you put a whole egg in you fit as many eggs in your mouth as you can, and then you say egg run.
You bounce. You eat as many raw
Slimier, that
eggs
was
as
the yolk.
possible in 1 minute.
Whoever gets salmonella first loses.
So you're bouncing this egg, and you go up to another person, and it was like a relay race. So he went up to me. Nick was my partner. And let me preface that I'm brand new to the school. I don't know anybody in my grade. I don't know anything.
I've been there for
And
3 years.
Nick comes up to me with the highest pitched voice for a boy I have ever heard in my life. And his hair is a little long, and his features are a little.
Boyish.
They're not finished. So I was like, "Is this
boyish.
He's not finished.
is this a boy or a girl?" I wasn't
Right.
totally sure. I was thinking boy. Either way,
You were leaning towards boy.
Baby boyish is what I
boy was this
meaning.
boy hitting on me. It seemed like he was being like so gay. You know what I mean? When you're like middle school gay, where you're like being really weird and just like winking and like doing weird just to weird somebody out. Because I was brand new, so I didn't
Okay.
know. So I was like, I think this guy's hitting on me aggressively, and I don't know what to do because I'd never been in that situation. And so I just remember him looking right into my eyes and just gently dropping the egg into my spoon. And I started like shaking. I was, like,
Shaking?
so uncomfortable. I was like, what is this kid's deal? And I didn't figure it out for about 2 months. 2 months into school, he finally like broke one day and was just like, "You don't fuck with you, right, man?" And I was just like, "Oh yeah, good." I thought so. I knew the
Okay.
whole time.
I don't
For context, I've never been a good person.
If I could just start out.
He used to like we would be like at a table together, and he'd be like, "Put your hand out." And he'd be like, "Oh, sorry." What were you
That
doing?
bit doesn't age well, too. It doesn't.
Because it's funny because now it's just like that's just a lifestyle, but you're like, gay, am I right?
It's
Fucking
funny.
queer.
It was a bit. It was literally
Gay
a bit.
bits were so in then. It was a
bit.
different time.
Another bit that lasted too long was Matt Harris made a "your mom" joke to me when we were like first meeting, and I was just like, "Hey man, my mom's dead."
Oh no.
And so he thought my mom was dead for like, I held it over him for like the first 2 months I knew. And I still hang out with this kid today. Like we were like close friends.
That sucks.
Oh, that's
What a
good.
scary like thing to think you fucked up. Oh god.
And I include
Oh.
old people. All right,
So
I just wish my leg was broken.
let's play the game.
this is a variation of what should we call it, Nick? You know what's on here. What's the
Okay, it is Who Knows Nick Better.
We've known him about the same amount of time.
Right.
Right.
It's fair game.
year or so difference?
I don't like to listen
Let's
when he
see.
talks, so we'll see what I picked up on.
We're gonna alternate. Or do you want to read the questions?
Yeah, I'll read the
I feel like that
questions.
makes the most sense. You should read the
Also,
questions.
To be fair, I don't know
Shut
a
up, Ty.
single person who likes it when I speak.
Oh,
Okay.
don't. Well,
I
there's.
can name one. Oh, you know what? You've got
You could just start reading.
Well, my dog can't say anything.
Oh.
I can vent to her for
can tell.
hours.
You can tell.
You can tell.
You can tell when a dog doesn't like your voice. Bella hates my voice.
It just starts whimpering every time you're like, "Hey, Bosco."
Yeah, it just winces. Their eye just.
They start tearing up.
It's like a cringe. Like,
Be so sad.
They just
All right.
hate you.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so this first game, it's 10 questions. The first 2 questions are 2 truths and a lie format.
Okay.
So
The first 2? you
yeah.
said? Okay.
So the
Buzz.
first question, 2 truths and a lie. If you don't know how it works, I'm going to say 3 phrases. 2 of them are going to be true. 1 of them is going to be false, and they have to guess which one is false.
Okay.
All right. The first phrase: I have made over $100 at one single gig as a magician. Second
Whoa.
phrase: I wanted to be a sumo wrestler when I was young. 3.
I believe that.
I've lived with a Canadian for 6 months.
Okay, wait. You
Okay.
just lived with a guy for 6 months.
I lived with a Canadian for 6 months.
Okay. We can't ask him clarifying questions, I'm assuming. We just have to just
No,
debate
yeah.
this. So,
Can you give me the first one again?
I've made over $100 at one gig as a magician.
Okay, the magician. That's
okay,
the
$100
one.
at one gig. So let's say a magician's show lasts, maybe tops he's working 4 hours, 25 an hour. That's generous. But that makes me think that he was a child himself. And they were being generous because he's a child. I don't see paying somebody $25 an hour as a magician. If that's what they make, good for them, I guess.
$4 an hour.
25.
I mean, it's
$25,
not
not $4.
necessarily in demand. 4 hours though. 4
Yeah.
hours, is that not a long time for one magician's performance?
That is a long time.
That
You're
seems
right.
that seems pretty lengthy.
So you're saying
to
even
me.
less, right? Like 2 hours for $100. Fuck.
So is it one of those lies?
That's
Could it, be,
steep.
could it be one of those lies where it's like almost like he's done a gig as
There's
a
a
magician,
specific
but
reason
he
why
hasn't
it's
made
true.
$100?
Right.
is it
Like he
that
made
kind of
$100
lie?
being a magician, but not in one day. Right.
Sure. Yeah. That's one. Is it that? Okay. What's the second one?
I wanted to be a sumo wrestler when I was
Sumo
young.
wrestler. You said you believed that. You were right off the cuff. You're pretty sure that.
That
We take that one for
sounds
granted.
perfectly reasonable for a child to want, especially Nick. Look at him. He's an athletic boy. He wants to be the biggest athlete on
Run
earth.
for me real quick right now.
Go ahead. I got it. All right. I like what I see. Very sumo. Very sumo. I don't remember how. Yeah, I buy that one. That one just seems
The
like
third one.
inherently true.
I've lived with a Canadian for 6 months.
Is that dude fucking Canadian that he's living with right now? Because I don't remember. I feel like he's not.
Can you define Canadian?
He is native Canadian.
Does that mean he's
He-
from Canada now? Like, or does he been here a while?
Once tight dates from Canada, always from Canada.
You know
so
what?
as they
I'm gonna say that's true. I think it's number one that's false. That's my final answer. I can answer however you want.
I'm gonna say number 2.
All right, it is number 1.
Hey,
Not made $100. So I joined a magician's club in college, and we would do these events that were like 4 hours long, where we would go around tables and do table magic for people. And then we would do like a show at the end or a show at the beginning. But so the most I made from one gig would be like $75.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That is
For how
pretty
long?
good.
For like 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's a good rate. That's very good
Sure.
rate.
And then we would just go to
I
like
mean,
a
how
magic
often do you
store
do that?
and then blow it immediately.
Damn, I broke it down immediately what it was and why it was a lie, and then
You
I didn't
did.
fucking pick
I
it.
was
And then you
like,
didn't pick it. That was a
damn.
surprise.
I thought it was something like
Let's
that I wouldn't expect.
Let's do number 2.
God
The
damn, okay.
Canadian lived at my house.
Oh.
The number 2
No. The second.
question.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. Wait, who lived at your house?
His name was Jason Toes, and he was a native Canadian who moved to the States and lived with us while I knew you guys in high school.
Was it
high
a
school?
secret?
Nope.
No,
How did
I
that
feel
not
like I
come up?
remember. Why do I remember that?
He was just
I
a
don't know.
foreign exchange student that lived with you.
He was one of my friends from college. They met at college, and then he went back to Canada and decided he wanted to move to the States. And he's like, I'm gonna be in the States for like 6 months before I go to medical school. And my parents were like, yeah, we have an extra room.
Did they pay rent? Did he pay rent?
I don't
Or was he
think
that
did.
close?
Yeah, I think
That's nice.
he was close to
Yeah.
Will, and I think he had like there was some type of situation. But
That's
I'm not
sick.
gonna
Good
go
for
into it.
him.
Yeah. I weirdly remember parts of that. But
don't
yeah,
at
go ahead.
all.
Let's go ahead and do the second one. So
All right.
1 to no.
So far, I'm a better friend. That's all that means. That's all.
Just
Go ahead, number
numerically
2.
and scientifically, I'm a bad friend, and that's what we can take from this. Go
I
ahead.
think.
My
Okay.
diary thanks you.
So these are all with Chris. So when I say my brother, I mean Chris.
Okay.
For the rest of the thing?
No, just for this
He's
one.
the only brother you're going to hear about for the rest of this. Buckle up.
All right. So me and my brother made up a TV show and would act it out every night.
Okay.
Just at some point.
Me and my brother would hold court cases with our dolls.
My brother and I.
My brother and I went skydiving for my 18th birthday.
Wait.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure.
you went with Tim for his 18th birthday, right? Not yours.
I'm fairly certain that the first one is true. I can say that.
Which one?
The TV show.
TV show?
I feel like
that
I've heard
seems
that before.
super. Yeah, that seems super.
What was
real.
the middle one? What was the second one?
Me and my brother would hold court
But
cases
what if it's
with our
like
dolls.
because it's actually Will that did it or something like that? You think there'd be a twist like that?
Shit, was it Will?
Because there's a big age gap between Chris and Nick. Do you think they'd be playing together like
Aren't
that?
they closer?
Oh, you're right.
They're
Will's
the closest.
Will's older,
Will is older.
right? Yeah, Will's older.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I know that. It's not even a question.
What's number 2?
Me and my brother would hold court cases with our dolls.
Does that sound real? That sounds kind of like something they would do.
I feel like you were hesitant about the last one, right?
The last one was the
The skydiving. Because I also happen to know that
I
you
know.
went with
Did
Tim.
he? How many times has he gone? Though?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was the only time. I
thought
thought
it
that
was
was
the only
also
time.
his first time.
He's
Because I
he
know it was
is
Tim's first time.
younger than Nick or than Tim, so that means that would have been after he'd already done it once. So he could have done it again and been like, I can handle it, do it again.
Yeah.
And then he would have gone with Chris. That sounds kind of real.
What was the third one again? Can you say it?
Me and my brother went skydiving for my 18th birthday.
This is tough.
Was
These
it
all sound very, very true.
Was it skydiving or was it that? Did you do that like air tunnel thing? Which isn't technically skydiving, but
It's
also
not
sounds like
skydiving.
something.
I think it's the dolls. That's mine.
That's your
Number 2.
your official answer is the dolls. I'm gonna go the skydiving. I think that's
Skydiving. Skydiving was false. I went with Tim on his 18th birthday. And that was it.
Fuck. It seems like
I was hesitant about that one, and if the TV one I'm pretty sure was true, then why not the dolls?
I remember Nick liking it, thinking that it was really cool, and so to me it was like, yeah, maybe he'd do it again for fun.
I would do it again for fun.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure.
Okay. It's expensive though, right? Is that the main holdup?
Yeah, it's expensive. It takes a whole day.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Where was I born? And I'm asking for the city.
This is just
The
fuck.
city.
Yeah.
It was
I don't
easier
know
when
if
it was
it was
multiple
in-
choice.
Um,
The city is.
it's
I feel like is it the city where my cousin lives? I feel like I've heard it. I know where you grew.
I know you happen to grow up in.
But do you think that it was actually?
He was. I don't think he was born there. I'm pretty sure I know where he was born, but I'm not sure the exact city, and it's going to be a little bit of a guess.
Yeah,
But I'm not going to say it until it's the final guess because I don't want to give you any clues.
The competition's coming
interesting.
out. Yeah. Julian's like, okay,
I
noted.
think I have my answer, and
Is
I'm
it?
going to wait.
Can you pull up a map of Texas and whoever's literally closer gets it right?
I know which
You
one's
know?
closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what if we pick an obscure city?
I know which cities are next to my city.
Okay.
Just kidding. I would hardly call it my city. I have not been back there.
Oh fuck.
I wish we could ask
Okay.
questions. Since this one doesn't have options, can we ask questions?
Yeah.
Is it a big city?
It is a small city right next to a big city.
Okay.
And I usually say the big city.
So
So
the
if we
right
get
answer is the small one.
Yeah.
Oh, but if we
if you
say
get
the
the big city, that counts.
I'm gonna say the small city that I know, which is Lubbock.
It is not.
Is that close? Well, I guess
Austin.
It is not. And I'm not sure which one's closer between Lubbock and Austin, actually.
Where is it? Where do you live?
Is
I
it
think
like
so,
Dallas?
Yeah. It's Dallas.
God
but it's
damn it.
Arlington. Arlington is the small town right next to Dallas.
Dallas.
But I moved before I was 1 year
Fuck.
old, so it's like
I know. Yeah, I do. But
So we're both bad friends
Okay.
on that one.
yeah, okay. Well,
That's
we're
fine.
tied on how good of friends we are. There's the bar hasn't been set, so it's just we're neutral.
There goes the
right now.
Tim Trophy. Go ahead and go to 4.
what is my favorite flower?
Favorite flower?
Lord. The Black Dahlia.
Sunflower.
Both incorrect. Sunflower is probably closer, but cherry blossom. I don't.
Cherry
know
blossom.
I am.
God
yeah,
damn
but that's
it.
not my favorite flower.
Ah.
I'm getting cherry blossoms on my back, though.
Well, you didn't tell us
I
that.
didn't.
That's nice.
What is my favorite snack?
Snack like
Like,
chips
do you
or
something you'd have
like
in the
Afternoon
house?
snack, like something you prepare. Like a
You
snack.
make it.
You make it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Also, I know specifically that I've told both of you this multiple times.
Multiple times? Really?
Yeah. I
Why would I hear about it
Because I geek
multiple
out over it. It's my thing.
Afternoon snack.
yeah.
So
An
you
afternoon delight, if you will.
Would a normal
Exactly.
would a normal person eat it as a meal, and like that's lunch, or is it just the kind of thing? It's so small that it wouldn't be considered that.
You could eat it as a breakfast. Yes.
Can you buy it
As a
at the store?
You can buy all the ingredients at the store. Yes.
So you have to make it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's of the breakfast variety. It to
That
be
makes it
typically be
super
considered in
interesting.
breakfast. Yeah, that's your
No.
answer. That's your reaction.
Let's just say it would be
You have to
best
make it.
before activities.
How many steps would be involved? Is it complicated
Like
to make?
3 steps.
3 steps. Okay, do you need like one kitchen ingredient, one like kitchen tool?
3 ingredients.
One how many? Okay, how tool?
1 tool.
One tool.
There's no way it's PB&J. That's 3 ingredients. One tool would be a knife.
Does he geek out?
He doesn't geek out about PB&J.
His
Mac and cheese, maybe?
No.
That's
My
not
doesn't
breakfast.
tolerate.
Yeah.
So am I, and it doesn't stop us.
It doesn't actually. Because lactose in the snack.
So is Matt, and I've seen him just house a pizza. I don't know. Fuck. The breakfast thing threw me out.
I want to say like a shake.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking. And
Oh,
the
that's
tool,
way
and
out
the
of
tool
box.
is the
I wouldn't have
blender.
thought of that. Like a breakfast shake, like a protein shake. Why would that be his go-to snack?
Yeah, I'm trying
Is
to
that
think. I don't think.
Gains? He likes gains. The boy likes gains. Fuck. I'm not confident on any
I'm not
answer I can
either.
think of.
I don't think you'll get it. Either of you at this point.
Am
It's
I gonna
pretty
like
specific.
hit my? Am I gonna like hit myself when you say it?
I don't know if you'll remember it.
Is it overnight oats?
It's not overnight oats.
Okay. Is
Is
it?
it avocado toast?
No.
Is it? You only have one guess.
Yeah, it's high,
Eggs
sorry.
Benedict.
No.
That's
It's,
a good snack.
It's croissants with cream cheese and cucumber.
You've never
I
told me
I
that.
definitely have.
No, you've
I
never.
remember
I've
specifically
never heard
I remember in the
about that.
grocery store.
Bullshit.
In the
That's so
grocery store
specific.
at Globe, I was like, oh, maybe we should do my favorite snack. Like,
I wasn't there last year. Fuck that.
fair.
That's
Um,
interesting though. You eat
It's so
with-
good.
with like a cold croissant. You cut it open and stick some cream cheese and cucumber. in
Cucumber,
it?
just
Cucumbers
sliced
in there.
cucumber, not like pickle.
Sliced cucumbers. It's so fresh. It's light, and it does fill you.
When I was a kid, I briefly stayed at a hotel for like maybe 2 weeks, but I was there like a while. And I would eat breakfast buffet every day, and it was like a really nice one, like a really classy one. And every day, they had this giant tub of croissants.
A tub
Like
of vat of
little
croissants.
And I would go and I'd grab a little croissant, and I'd go over to the next thing. There was this ice board covered in cheese, like sliced cheese, and I'd get some cheese. And I'd go over to the next thing, which was just this tray of perfectly cooked bacon. And I took a handful of that. And I ate that every day. And that's, I think, where I gained all my weight as a child. And that was a good fucking few weeks, let me tell you.
It sounds delicious.
I missed it every day.
Hotel breakfast. Good hotel breakfasts are
Yeah.
like
You
none
know,
other.
as long as there's at least like a nice waffle maker in the thing, you're okay. You know, but when they really go above and beyond, and it's a nice one. It's a good way to wake up.
Oh yeah, an Embassy Suites breakfast. That's a morning of champions.
Motel.
Hotel breakfast? Hell yeah! Give me those square eggs.
It's just one guy who brought his grill.
I'm out. We're all out. Thanks. Good
Bring
morning.
what you have in your cupboard. I'll mix something up.
Bring that top ramen. I'll cook it up nice on the grill for you.
The grill's nice.
Every
nice
day.
and crisp.
Dave's Mixins.
We should
Dave's mixins.
get to the next one. I'm
Right,
sorry I
that's
didn't
it.
know your
That's
snack,
what
bro.
you got.
No, you're fine.
I feel like shit, bro.
All right. What is my favorite movie to throw on?
To throw on.
You're not a throw-on movie kind of guy. I don't think I ever hear you go, let's watch a movie for fun. You're like, let's do anything else.
Can you define throw on?
Yeah, like if I'm doing something alone, because when I'm with friends, I want to do like active things that
Yeah.
involve each other. But
So
when
what
I'm
do you-
like
so
doing
what do you-
homework or cooking or something, I'll just throw on the movie or trying to go to sleep.
You've told me this before.
I feel like I've heard this before too.
It makes a lot of sense.
And now I feel like a bad friend.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay, questions. Can you... Genre's too much, right?
Yeah,
Year? Do you know what year it came out?
I don't.
Can you give me a range?
Yeah.
There's a huge difference between movies from the 70s and movies from now.
Yeah, it's like 2008 to 2012-ish.
Okay. Fuck. Formative years.
Yeah.
This is where all my favorites are, too. Is it long?
No.
No. Okay.
So you expect us to know what movie you watch when you're alone and not with anybody?
It's just like one of my favorite movies. This one. I think this one you will be like,
Makes a lot of sense.
Do the...
It's not long.
it's not long.
Oh, 2008, 2012. Fuck.
Wish I could know genre. That would change it a lot for me.
Really help.
All right, I'll give you genre comedy.
It's a comedy, okay. I can think of so many good ones from that era, and I just
So
don't
we
know.
just have an idea.
What?
Pineapple Express.
No.
Fuck. I do. I throw that one on a lot.
It's of the same variety, I would say.
Hot Rod.
That's it. Yes. Nice.
God damn it. Oh, that's obvious. God damn it.
Oh. That's too bitch.
Shit.
Damn. Getting
I know
body.
that. It's like I just added it on Netflix, so it's always there. And every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, fucking Nick and Tim were here. They want to watch this. And I didn't think of that just now. Like a fucking...
Don't say yes or no until both of us have given an answer.
Okay. Yeah, correct. All right. Number 8.
2-1.
This
Wow,
is
we're on
this is when
number
it
8,
gets
and
spicy.
we've only gotten
Yeah, that's sad.
3 right.
Well, these
in
are
the
weird
total.
ass questions, frankly.
Okay. What's
This is
that?
the worst one. If I was gay, would I go for Ty or Julian?
Ty.
Julian.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian. I would go
No
for Julian.
way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Ty is so. Are you kidding me? His fashion sense, you
No.
love that.
I know, but I
Every
would be
day you'd
friends
be like,
with Ty.
"Honey, you look fantastic.
I would be.
I want to
friends
borrow
with
those
Ty,
kicks."
and I would come snuggle with you, Bear.
Hey, I get it. I got something to offer at least. That's nice.
Ah.
I didn't know you were the little spoon.
I am
didn't
the
know
little
you
spoon. Yeah, I'm
That
always
was
the little spoon.
I learned something today.
All right.
That's good because I can't.
3-1.
I don't want to be the little spoon.
All right. 9.
It's nice.
Incompatible, these two, I guess. Can't both be little spoon. Junk, fucking shits.
You
little,
sure can't.
You little shit boys.
Number 9, keeping with the juicy trend. What limb would I chop off?
What juicy trend?
Of these two questions. I was like, I gotta spice up these questions. Like these aren't dramatic
they
enough.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
What's my favorite flower?
I know.
What limb comes off? If I have to.
Which one's first? So okay, so by limb you mean like neck, either of your arms or either of your legs.
Neck?
It's not like foot.
Why would it be neck? Okay, fair enough. Hey, neck's in there.
Maybe you're done. Maybe you're just done.
Okay, is he lefty or righty? He's a righty.
Yes,
so
we know
left
this.
seems easier to get rid of.
Left what?
Right.
A lot of people kick stronger with their left leg, who are right-handed. So I'm gonna say either it might be your right leg or your left arm. But neither of those are my
Very
favorite.
interesting reasoning.
That's my deduction, and I've given you a lot with just then with that.
But what's he going to want to do, right? So he's a very mobile guy. I feel like he would want to keep the legs, and he would sacrifice the arm, right? But at the same time, his job depends on him being able to type.
You can learn.
Oh, you can learn. Okay. Would
do-
you want
to
to,
do
though,
type
in
quickly
a
with
scenario
your
where you
hand?
could
I
choose
guess
leg?
not. You wouldn't want to, but
He'd be wheelchair bound. I think he could handle it.
he's
I'm
giving
gonna
us
say
nothing.
my answer is left arm.
You're going left arm? What? After all that?
Yeah, you're just hard for legs.
Left leg. That's what I meant to say.
You're saying left leg?
I'm saying penis. Left leg.
Um,
I like your reasoning. I like your reasoning for right leg though. Because you know how often Nick kicks. He's a kicker.
I say right leg.
The answer is right leg.
Fuck. What?
Because I kick stronger with my left leg.
But why do you need to kick when you have one leg?
Well, you can get prosthetics for your legs, which are pretty.
But then
Like
your
capable.
robotic leg will be all right.
Stronger because it's a robot? Were you going to say that?
Then I have two
But why are
strong
you kicking?
legs.
Why are you kicking in this scenario when
I
you have
mean,
robot
you
gotta
legs?
kick.
That,
Julian.
that's how I jump
They're
too.
coming
Like
at
I
you.
kick off the
all right.
ground.
Want the
We just have
jewels,
different
and we
thought
have- I
processes
have the
on
jewels,
limb
And
sacrifice.
I don't have a gun. They have guns. I'm going to kick them.
Well,
they
that's
want the
why
jewels.
I chose my right leg. I chose my legs because
Teenagers
I do
are coming to
wanna
get your
code
jewels.
and type.
They're on my
So you
lawn.
were right there.
Well, I think I'm fucked, right? I think I
Yeah, no,
already
you
won.
lost
definitely
already,
lost.
but
We won't even go
we're
to the
here.
last one.
Let's do the last one. We're here.
Okay, looking back at
Fuck
it
you, Ty.
now, who was my favorite faculty member at MPA?
Oh, we're
Which
really
was our high
doxing
school.
everybody. Let's.
Who's my favorite bee pet at...
Looking back
Oh, is it-
now, is that what you said?
Yeah.
So like maybe you liked some better at the time. How the fuck should I know now what you think?
Yeah.
That's so tough.
Looking
That is a
back
really
now,
tough question.
Everything considered.
I mean, I didn't take that long to write this question.
Let's ask some narrowing questions. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm down.
Can you tell me what grade they were your teacher? Maybe? Or a grade they were teacher if it was multiple years?
Were they your teacher?
Never taught one of my classes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, big hint. Big boy hint. Okay. I know who it is.
That's hard for me. I don't know as well.
Wait. Oh,
I didn't have
how
class-
should,
I didn't
how
have
should I
class
know?
with-
I don't know what you did as a kid. Maybe he did teach a class. Probably doesn't want to narrow down gender. Maybe you can narrow down
Too much.
age,
Younger.
younger type. I know who it is.
Really?
I think.
I'd love to go out.
I just don't know his
in a
full class
place.
history, so I just don't know. But for when I knew him, I know. What if it's like somebody like we all hate? What if it's like I don't want to just say that on the thing, but what if it's just like some teacher everyone hated? After school, we got along great. I don't know.
Like Mrs. Jeffers.
Mrs. Jeffers.
That was not a teacher at our school.
She's dead.
Rest in peace.
Oh, Mr. Drons.
Mr.
Mr. Jeffers.
You,
All right, guys, you remember him?
you remember Miss Clorb?
Clorb. Miss Clorb is kind of fat.
Like having a stroke.
All right, you ready? You should go first this time. You never go first.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I think that's a huge disadvantage. I went first every time.
Yeah, he did.
But he
you
never
were eager
answered.
to go.
Oh,
yeah.
the back.
He
half.
did a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
The other ones I got right.
Why would you go more personal? Just say their last name.
That's more.
Because you've already. All right.
Go ahead.
Wait.
That's my answer.
I'm not sure I know what teacher that
Which-
is. Is it not a teacher?
She taught classes.
The one that's now not a teacher?
I don't know what she's doing now.
Okay, I think I know.
think you know.
Blonde.
What?
Okay, brunette.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
I don't think she's a teacher. All right.
she isn't.
She taught one of my classes.
Really? Which class?
Writing class and English class.
Okay. Well, anyone with a stupid dick. Teach high school English
All you
class,
aspiring writing teachers out there.
bro.
I think it's
Okay. It isn't. It's Mr. He was my senior thesis advisor.
Damn
Fuck.
it. Yeah, I knew that. I
Yeah.
fucking knew
I
that.
didn't know you liked him that much.
I
I
did.
really
Still?
enjoyed.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's cool.
Who do you
I know.
think
I
was
remember during the
talking about?
thing.
I thought you were talking about not.
Who's that?
I thought you were wrong. Was an art teacher.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
thinking of the
My
one-
she was
second
great.
favorite. Yeah,
She was
super-
really great.
I was thinking of the one that's the headmaster now.
Married to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who you were talking about?
Yeah.
She taught a class for you?
Yeah.
Oh. That's weird. All right. Thanks for tuning in to our high school years.
This has been high school.
And I'm glad I'm done with it.
And you're done with fucking school. You're done with school.
This boy just finished
I'm
college.
gonna get a master.
You know what that means?
You have a cup right there, Julian.